as we are speaking here, this morning conversation, you have just had the opportunity to be or to lead worship at a breakfast that took place, sold out event here in Nashville, which is very cool.
Yeah, awesome. I played a handful of my songs and got everyone singing. I mean, I think so. I could hear people singing, but look, I think so the first song was like the sing-along thing, and people were just getting their plates to start eating breakfast. So I think there might have been a bit of a choking hazard. But I think we got through safely. So it's good. Yeah.
So people trying to drink their coffee, eat their bacon,
and sing little parts. Right.
Multi-talented. There you go. So what happens when you get on? This may never happen to you, but I know as a worship leader and having led worship myself, you're there on the stage and you've got a crowd out there. And, I kind of see them as a slate, like you were saying. You want to see people engage. It's not about, I certainly don't want people to hear me sing. I want to get them singing. But sometimes you run into those tough rooms. What have you found to be effective as far as really making sure people are engaged and involved?
I think there are two main things. One, I view leading worship different than I view a concert performance. There's different elements, but there's also similarities. If I'm going into a church to lead worship, I pre-send them a list of songs. Here is a kind of the few dozen songs that I'm kind of pulling from lately. Tell me what's popular with your congregation. I want to go in and not introduce a bunch of new songs. I want it to be easy to connect right away. And in a concert, I do it similarly too. Even if it's a place where, even if it's a place where I'm on the top of Christian radio charts and there are going to be people who know my music, I view every show as if there is going to be not a single person in the crowd who has even heard my name before. What do I do to make them feel, ready to be involved right away? And one, it's teaching them the parts, and two, it's playing some covers that they're going to know spread throughout the set. So I think that's one thing. It's giving them things that are familiar amidst the new stuff. And the other part of it is not asking. People come to an event because they want to have fun. They want to have an experience. They're not there. They're very likely not there to have a junky time. So I don't ask people to do something. I say, here's what we're going to do. Get on board. Let's go now. And it's almost a commanding of a ship. I'm the captain of the ship for a bit, and I'm saying, hey, we're all going to sing this together. Get on board, or you're going to be the one who's not. I'm not going to single you out, but you're going to be the one who's not on board. So it's I feel like it's just a confidence that God has given me that I've had to develop over the years, but a confidence to say, look, let's have fun together. Let's be on board together, and let's go into it.
There you go. Aye, Captain. Captain right. Curt Anderson joining us.
My Captain. Dead Poet Society, one of my favorite movies of all time.
All right. Curt Anderson is joining us today, and you have your latest project is called Every Moment, Volume 2, and I just got a hunch here that there probably is an Every Moment. It probably was not called Volume 1 at the time.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Now, that would be really cool to actually release a Volume 2, having not released a Volume 1, but that's probably not the sequence here.
Yeah, we've got a Volume 1 in there. That came out of I had this album, and I stepped out of a record deal that I had and had been recording some new singles and wanted to have a medium to put those out. And one of the things that kind of came along as I was listening to some other albums was the idea of having some early demos and rough work tapes from when the songs were first written, and to be able to pass that on to listeners, because I just love when I on the internet stumble upon one of my favorite songwriters singing their version, the original version of a song that went on to become big or something,
Oh, that's
so
cool.
Hopefully giving people the kind of content that I would love to get on a record.